Alright, welcome back to another speedrun video. This is an analysis of the new Minecraft random seed speedrunning world record. It's by a guy named Dimeax. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. The link is in the description. So this is a guy, he actually set the previous Minecraft speedrunning world record, but it was only by 1 second. He only beat the previous time by 1 second. So here he's just trying to beat it by even more, just kind of solidify his place in speedrunning for as long as he can. So he'll go down to this village, he'll go into a blacksmith, which is lucky, and he'll get some iron. So he's got some iron leggings, which always helps. He's got some gold for piglin trading, and he's got just plain old iron ingots, which is really helpful because that allows him to bypass the step of killing the golem to craft a bucket so he can make a nether portal. So right now he'll just craft some tools, and yeah, he's off to a very, very good start. A great spawn right by a village. He'll use his hoe to quickly mine hay bales. He's not going to use the wheat to trade with villagers because we can assume he'll be using the one cycle bed strat to kill the dragon, as you'll see soon. But the hay bales are very useful to make wheat, and then use the wheat to make bread, and then that is a fantastic food source. So he'll just go around the village getting beds. Villages, although they lost some importance as bed strats have become more popular, because you don't need to trade with villagers for arrows, they are important to get beds. So it'll kind of balances out the circle of speedrunning. So one big mistake here, I guess, if you're a speedrunner doing all these speedruns over and over and over again, you kind of get into this routine. You're not really thinking, and what one of those things you usually do is kill the golem to get iron ingots. But unfortunately, that's not something he really needed to do here because he was lucky and got those iron ingots from the blacksmith. So there was really no reason for him to get more iron ingots. It doesn't hurt, as you can see. He can just craft some extra tools, but every second counts in a speed run, and that's just wasted time. So yeah, now he'll just continue to grab beds, which he'll eventually use in the end to kill the dragon. He'll check the chest there, of course, see if there's anything useful. So overall, off to a pretty good start. Clearly, there is a mistake on killing the golem, which is unfortunate. Now what he's going to try to do, he thought he saw some gravel. So he will just go down into the cave and try to get that. That's always important to get flint, make flint and steel, eventually light the nether portal. So he gets that real quick, and he'll just hop out of the cave. And one thing I'd like to comment on here is, so we always say, especially on this channel, that the cool thing about speedrunning is that once you reach a certain skill level, you're pretty much able to get the world record if the RNG is good enough and you have that level of luck. But I think that kind of minimizes the level of skill that these speedrunners really have. Because the truth is that not anyone can go get a world record. These guys, including Dimeax, including Dream, Illumina, you name it, they're very, very, very talented players. They're very good at Minecraft, and just every little movement, they make it look so easy. But in reality, it's very, very difficult to do. And when we say reach a certain skill level, it's very difficult to reach that skill level in the first place. Even here, I mean, I certainly could not navigate a forest as easily as Dimeax can, just seamlessly jumping on all these different blocks and getting under the trees. Most of us would just get caught up, stuck on blocks, run into a tree. But he's just flawless, makes it look so easy. Jumping on top of the trees always helps, of course. He gets caught up a little bit there, but I mean, it's just really impressive, especially the way they sometimes will go under trees and jump under them to get a bit of a speed boost. It's just really cool to see. So generally in speedruns, one of the big pieces of RNG is spawning close to a lava pool so that you can make a nether portal. But interestingly, this doesn't really happen here. Dimeax has to travel quite a ways just to reach a lava pool. He hasn't found one yet. So yeah, that's very interesting. So as you can see, this speedrun doesn't really have the makings of a great world record, excuse me, speedrun yet. The only really good piece of RNG he had was finding the iron in the blacksmith chest, but that was really just canceled out because he, by mistake, had to take the time to kill the iron golem anyway. So really, he hasn't had any great RNG so far. It's taken him forever to find the lava pool, although good eyes by him. He finds the fire in the distance, and now he'll just make a nether portal. So it's just amazing how quickly he does this. Just how smooth and precise his movements are really just unrivaled by pretty much anyone else, honestly. It's really amazing stuff, and this is what I'm talking about when I say that it's really not easy to get these speedruns, to get these world records. Um, but yeah, he assembles that portal quickly and easily, no mistakes there, and he's in the Nether. So he's in the Nether at about 6 minutes, which is very good, but for world record, it's not an insane pace. So we'll see how he does here. He finds a fortress right away, which is some pretty decent RNG. He'll search around for a little bit. And when I saw that this was world record, I assumed that maybe he'd spawn in right on top of the blaze spawner or something, but that doesn't really seem to be the case here. He's just kind of wandering aimlessly around. That's really all you can do at this point. Um, yeah, I don't really know why he took the saddle there. I don't see what's interesting with that. What's helpful, unless he's trying some crazy like dream prank where he falls off and lands on a horse or something. All right. So yeah, he still hasn't found the blaze spawner. So at this point, he's got 10 minutes left to beat the game, and he has no end rods, or no, blaze rods, excuse me, no ender eyes. So, I mean, this is just gonna have to be an insane final 10 minutes. So buckle up. He's got to fight off these wither skeletons here, and finally he'll get some of his first gold. He did get a little bit back at the blacksmith, if you remember that, but yeah, so he'll mine that, of course, to trade with the piglins, and he is still looking for the blaze spawner. And finally he finds it. Fights off several wither skeletons right there. Of course, for a speedrunner as skilled as Dimeax, it's not super difficult to fight him off. It's more just an issue of losing time, and he does lose a little bit there. Good news is the spawner is enclosed, because normally if you have an exposed spawner, again, it's not too much of an issue for skilled speedrunners, but the blazes will fly all over the place, and it kind of becomes, for you and me, a death hazard. For him, a lost time hazard. And one amazing instance of just the skill that he has is digging out these blocks and killing the blazes while he has the zombie pigman or zombified piglin or whatever the heck they're called now, that he's able to mine these blocks without hitting it and causing it to aggro on him, which is just amazing, honestly. Just one of many ways that shows us just the skill that he has. Still no blazes spawning. He's only got one blaze rod so far, so he just has to patiently wait, I guess. So now he's going to head back toward another blaze spawner in an attempt to get some more blaze rods. So as of now, he's 9 minutes into the runabout, and he only has a few blaze rods, which is not good. So one really cool thing he does here, notice how he just places those blocks there in order to give him a little speed boost as he runs down the hallway. That's one of those little things that really separates a great speedrunner from the rest. Because although there is a lot of RNG, of course, especially in 1.16, there is a lot of skill, and it's just those little things that give you a little speed boost it's harder than it looks. He makes it look easy. It's just really cool to see, and it's what makes these speedruns so much fun to watch. So yeah, 10 minutes into the speedrun, and as you probably saw in the thumbnail and the title, this run gets done in 17 minutes, 25 seconds. So at this point, he has 7 minutes to beat the game, and it looks like he has 2 blaze rods, I think, just judging by his hotbar. I don't know if he has it totally organized. Now he has 3. He has no pearls, so it's just going to be fascinating to see what he does, how he's going to pull this off. So again, those little blocks in the ceiling of the Nether fortress, that really does give him a decent boost. It's pretty cool. So he'll look for some more gold, digging. He'll just kill some more blazes, of course. And so all those blazes there spawned at once, and obviously it seems like he just panicked and left, which is pretty wild. I guess it was just a near-death situation for him, and he had to leave. So now he catches fire. Yeah, I don't know why he would leave like that, because he did seem to have a lot of blaze rods there for the taking. And right here, this is huge. So he finds a portal with obsidian. There's no crying obsidian in the portal. So now with his iron pickaxe, he can get gold. So that gives him a total of 18 extra gold ingots, I believe, to trade with piglins. And he can also use the nether portal to basically travel quickly through the overworld and maybe end up closer to the stronghold. So that's the big thing that gives him a time boost. That's the big thing that contributes to the world record, finding that portal. So pretty amazing stuff. Pretty great RNG. So anyway, up until he found that portal, this is an average to below average speedrun pretty much. But yeah, this is absolutely huge. So piglin trading, that's always the big, most frustrating, most pivotal part of the RNG in these speedruns, and he gets pretty lucky right off the bat. He's got some pearls. Yeah. Almost got unlucky with the zombified piglin there, almost killing his piglins, but luckily he's going to get a chance to get pearls. He gets the pearls in time, and now he'll just place the obsidian and head back into the overworld, hoping that he ends up close to the stronghold. So one really interesting thing, he left the Nether with, I believe, 5 blaze rods, I think. Maybe it was 7, but still a pretty low amount. So we'll see how lucky he gets with the stronghold. Clearly he did get lucky. It was enough, but that's some pretty serious RNG. And if there weren't enough eyes in the portal, that would really mess up the run. So now he will just use that precise speedrunning skill of his to go through the forest very quickly, follow his ender eyes. And here, one of his pearls, his eyes will actually go behind. So he overshot the portal, which is pretty unfortunate. That costs him a bit of time. So now he thinks he's found the portal. So now he's just going to dig down. He falls into a cave. And at least for now, it seems like he might have dug into the wrong spot, which is a pretty major loss of time. I mean, he's still way ahead of schedule, I would say. He's got a chance to get world record, and he did get world record, but digging down here, it seems like he's gone into the wrong spot. So definitely, this speedrun, seeing the time, it's kind of hard to see how it could be improved on, but definitely there are places, including here. Digging into the wrong spot, that's a huge loss of time. So now he'll try to stack his way back up using all the blocks he's got. So yeah, that's just really unfortunate. So now we'll find his way into another cave, and finally, those stone bricks, the telltale sign of a stronghold. So I think I've said this in other videos, but I just can't imagine doing a speedrun and finding a stronghold where there's no portal, because that does happen. But no such bad luck here. So yeah, he'll put in the ender eyes, and he's into the end. He is into the end at 1540. Yeah, 1535. It looks like he went into the end. So that is some pretty impressive stuff. Turns the hitboxes on, which some speedrunners do, some speedrunners don't. It's really just a matter of personal preference. But I guess it's helpful just to make sure you don't stare at Enderman and make sure you know how the beds will blow up, what damage they'll do to the dragon. So for those of you who aren't familiar, he doesn't have any with this strategy. It's called one cycling. So he's got all these beds in his hotbar, and he'll wait for the dragon to perch at the exit portal. He's not going to worry about breaking any of the end crystals that heal the dragon, because he's just going to blow up these beds in rapid succession and basically just kill the dragon in one go. It's very difficult to do, but if you can pull it off, the time savings are just massive. And this has really become the accepted technique for speedrunners over the past couple months or so. So yeah, definitely difficult to pull off, but if you can, and I think he'll be able to, it saves a lot of time. And then another factor of RNG is how quickly the dragon lands. Lands pretty quickly here. So yeah, this is pretty much going to be a perfect one cycle. He's going to use only 6 beds, I believe, which is just perfect. So one more bed, and that's it. And that is the new random seed world record. So that's pretty cool. Dimeax already held the random seed 1.16 world record, but yeah, now he's improved it by even more. So that's almost a 2-minute improvement, I believe, which is just fantastic. And it's just mind blowing to imagine how this record could possibly be beaten. Just really amazing stuff. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out Dimeax's YouTube and Twitch. His YouTube only had like 1K subs last time I checked, and he's a fantastic speedrunner, so he definitely deserves more than that. So make sure to give him some support. Make sure to check out his Twitch streams. Thanks for watching.